morning. Welcome to Onebaha'i, that regular show where I just sit back and share a few thoughts about the Baha'i faith. It's nothing official, just me, one individual, one Baha'i. So this morning, I decided to look at the hidden words again. This time I pick them at random. It's kind of fun. I just grabbed the Persian number 23 today. I don't know. God seems to have it in for me to pick the ones that I haven't really thought about. Not the ones that are nice and easy, but some of the stranger ones. They're very poetical, those Persian hidden words. And sometimes, like poetry, there is so much that you can read into it on all sorts of different levels. So today, O dwellers in the city of love, mortal blasts have beset the everlasting candle, and the beauty of the celestial youth is veiled in the darkness of dust. The chief of the monarchs of love is wronged by the people of tyranny, and the dove of holiness lies prisoned in the talons of owls. The dwellers in the pavilion of glory and the celestial concourse bewail and lament, while ye repose in the realm of negligence, and esteem yourselves as of the true friends. How vain are your imaginings! Wow. I'm not even sure. It's just so out there. So I guess on a surface level, he is describing attacks. Mortal blasts have beset the everlasting candle. The beauty of the celestial youth is veiled in the darkness of dust. The chief of the monarchs of love is wronged by the people of tyranny. The dove of holiness lies prisoned in the talons of owls. The dwellers in the pavilion of glory and the celestial concourse bewail and lament. That's 5 different groups that he is describing in anguish. And he finishes with, while you repose in the realm of negligence. And you think yourself the true friends. I want to go back and kind of unpack this from the beginning. O dwellers in the city of love. That's the first thing. He's addressing those of us who dwell in the city of love. Do I dwell in the city of love? Well, I guess I love Baha'u'llah. I love God. So I guess I do dwell in that city. I guess I do live there. And then what comes to my mind is a city under siege. Mortal blasts. Boom! I just picture the cannons outside blasting at the city. And inside is a candle burning. Now, I have to remind myself that a candle generally only burns at night. So I get the sense that this is a night siege. The beauty of the celestial youth is veiled in the darkness of dust. I don't know, maybe I've seen too many war movies or something, but I imagine every time the cannons blast, the buildings shake and all this dust comes falling down, and the beauty of the celestial youth, that divine personage, is sitting there in the room, and the dust is falling around him to the extent that we cannot see his face. That's how terrible, that's how overpowering these blasts are. But I get the sense of calmness. I don't know why, but I feel as if that celestial youth is sitting there calm, while the world is being shaken all around him. I don't know, I just get the sense of calmness. The chief of the monarchs of love. Okay, so we're in the city of love. And within this city of love, there are the monarchs, the kings of love, and the chief of them. So again, I think of Baha'u'llah, is wronged by the people of tyranny. Now, again, it's just me. I think of the people of tyranny as the ones outside the city blasting, sending their rockets, sending their bombs in. And the dove of holiness lies prisoned in the talons of owls. So again, I see this night imagery, the owls, and the owls are holding on to the dove of holiness. It's a powerful image. I'm not sure, but to me, when I think of the dove, I think of the morning. The morning dove. I know it's mourning, a dove that is mourning at the death of someone. But when I think of the dove, I think of the morning dove, who I hear almost every day when I walk out in the morning. mourning. It's confusing because the two words sound the same. But I always hear that dove calling in the morning time. So I get the sense in my own mind of the night owls and the dove in the morning time. So I get the sense of it's dawn. And this city is being besieged. And this poor dove, the dove of holiness, is prisoned in the talons of owls. And I just imagine love is a sacred act. It's a sacred feeling. I mean, when you think of making love, when you think of sexual intercourse, this is a sacred act. And it has been perverted in our society. And the dove of holiness, that which makes it sacred, is prisoned in the talons of these owls. And I liken that to the people of tyranny, those oppressors, the ones who would try to pervert this love, who would attack this city so viciously. And while all this is happening, while the institution of marriage, while true love, while this holiness is being attacked and besieged, and the celestial youth is sitting there under this barrage of attack, this bombardment, the dwellers in the pavilion of glory. Now I imagine the pavilion of glory in the center of this city of love. And I just remembered something. Baha'u'llah says that marriage is, what does he call it? The fortress for well-being and security. And a fortress is that place that opens up its gates when the attack comes and allows all the surrounding people to come in and find refuge, and then it closes the gates and protects them. So all of a sudden, the city of love now becomes this fortress for well-being and security to me. And within that city, within that fortress, is the pavilion of glory. And within that, the dwellers who live in there. And beyond them, the celestial concourse. So not only the people who dwell in it, but those angels above. They are bewailing and they are lamenting. Presumably because of this attack. While ye repose in the realm of negligence, and esteem yourselves as of the true friends. Oh, how vain are your imaginings. So now I have to place myself there. If I was in this city and it was being attacked and bombarded and it looked like things were going to fall apart, what would be my job? Well, I think of the Baha'is. I think that my job would be to rush forth and try to repel the invaders. And yet, I can so easily see myself in the presence of the messenger from God. And I can see myself content being in their presence. I can see myself sitting there, almost congratulating myself on being able to attain their presence. And yet, isn't my real job at that moment to go out away from them and try to repel the invaders? I could so easily see myself in this hidden word. I would esteem myself as a true friend. I'm such a good friend. Look, I'm in his presence. Ah, how vain are your imaginings. So I think again of this whole hidden word. O dwellers in the city of love. If I'm one of those dwellers, what is my duty? My duty is to leave and to defend it. And again, that speaks of teaching of the faith, sharing the teachings of Baha'u'llah, and helping people recognize what true love is. Not that I'm an expert on it, but I know that my job is not to just sit back and congratulate myself. Wow. Okay, I just love picking up these random hidden words in the morning and just reading them and just sharing whatever comes to mind. It surprises me, actually. I did not envision all of that when I first read it about 15 minutes ago. I'd love to hear what you think about that particular hidden word. There's so much more than what I've shared. I've just shared a movie trailer image of what comes to my mind. So anyways, thank you very much for joining me today. I really appreciate it. You know the routine. Hit subscribe, hit like, all that other stuff. But more importantly, share your thoughts. I would really love to hear what you feel about this. Thank you for joining. We'll talk soon.